Super Mario Bros. Is one of Nintendo's best-selling franchises, selling millions of copies across several games. It clearly generates Nintendo a lot of money, so why haven't they made a new one? The best we've got right now is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is almost 4 years old now, and even that was a port of New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii U, making it technically over a decade old. Why haven't they released a new one? Some people believe that Mario Maker is going to replace the series. It makes sense, but I have a few issues with it. I understand that there's the argument that maybe the company has struggled with innovating for a new title, with so many previous versions, much like other games. And that Mario Maker solves this problem for them, as they leave the work to the customers to make the levels for them. This would be clever, as it kind of allows new levels to be made forever, so it makes sense that they'd consider this for the future of the series. However, this option is limiting. Yes, you can make a near infinite amount of games, but they're set within the boundaries of the maker. The player can't introduce new items or mechanics or anything without Nintendo making a new title. Also, these levels just don't have the same Nintendo charm as the ones actually made by Nintendo, which have their own unique features and personality to them. Personally, I believe that Mario Maker and Mario Bros can coexist, and that's what they've been doing, albeit with a somewhat dated version of New Super Mario Bros. Being New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for Nintendo Switch. This release is interesting. The common Nintendo fan would have seen it at face value, with typical Nintendo releasing yet another port of a Wii U game. However, if you look at it from the company's standpoint, it's quite different. Sure, it's an easy way to make money, and might be enough for them for now, but they may have also been testing how much people would want a new 2D Mario. The reason I say this is because they did the exact same thing with Pikmin 3 Deluxe. They released that game to see how successful it would be before announcing Pikmin 4 in a direct. So yeah, I think it's safe to say we should expect a new 2D Mario game, but what will it be? For quite a while now, these games have been pretty much the same. Same art styles, same characters, same enemies. The improvements with each new release has become more and more incremental, especially compared to the retro titles. So I think it's about time they change things up a lot. On one hand, the improvements over generations may have gotten smaller because it's become harder to innovate, or because the jumps in technology haven't been as big anymore. On the other hand, it should be easier to innovate nowadays, as there's almost no limit to what you can make in a game. I think the easiest thing to change would be the art style. With modern technology, it'd be easy for them to do a 3D, 2D platformer type style. We've already seen it in Mario Maker 2 with the 3D world theme, having 3D characters and levels, while also still being a 2D side-scroller. This would be really cool to see, and I think this alone would be worth a new game. As for other features, I'm sure they'd add new power-ups, like maybe a mushroom that lets you run faster or something, or bring in the wings from Super Mario 64. It would also be really cool if they added some power-ups from Mario Galaxy, as there are so many. I could see a lot of potential with introducing things like the Cloud, Rock, and Ghost power-ups. As for new mechanics, we've seen them introduce wall jumps, triple jumps, and ground pounds in the past, so I think it would be cool if they introduced some other moves from 3D Mario games, like the long jump. I could see myself using this a lot, along with some other moves, like the mid-air roll and the somersault. Little things like this are really the icing on the cake when it comes to making a good game, in my opinion. I think it could be seen best in 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. It all just feels so smooth and satisfying doing all these tricks around the place. This is a stretch and highly unlikely, just an idea of mine, but I'd love a massive change to the series. I'm thinking something like an infinite side-scrolling platform adventure game with an open world feel, but just in 2D. You could travel along and find new places like mushroom villages and whatnot. It obviously won't happen, but just a thought. It seems that Nintendo has a pretty full schedule for game releases in the near future, including some that were delayed due to COVID. I think it's highly likely that they have some games on standby to release when they want. Only time will tell. So, to sum up, I don't think the series is going anywhere anytime soon, and I don't think that Mario Maker is here to replace it. Considering it's been so long since a new one, and considering the past several entries have been pretty unoriginal, I believe that we're due a big shake-up in the series. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with. Speaking of interesting, check out what happened to Nintendo's holiday game. As always, thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.